Let's get started, everyone. So welcome to yoga this afternoon. Thanks for taking some time out to come into a yoga practice. Everything that we need to sort of wind down for the day and to take care of ourselves, mind and body. So take the next few moments just to find a really comfortable seated position today. You could be sitting on a pillow or just sitting on the floor or maybe on a chair, whatever's comfortable for you. If you want to, you can turn on your cameras, that would be amazing. If not, that's absolutely fine too. So just find a comfortable seat, wherever that may be for you. And then as we take our seat today, if it's comfortable, cross your legs. If not, send them out in front of you. Just place your hands right underneath left hand, just somewhere in your lap. So just placing the hands really gently and kindly somewhere in your lap. And then drop your eye gaze down towards the ground or close your eyes. And just for the next few moments, notice your breathing. So take a breath just as you normally would without changing it too much. We just take these few minutes before we start to move our bodies just to check in with breath. And also body, so just noticing how you're feeling today, noticing any sensations around your body. Notice if you've got, strong or maybe subtle sensations through different parts of your body. If you've been doing something quite repetitively today, you might notice some sensations within that area. Nothing's right or wrong here. It's just a noticing, taking our thought processes internal, so rather than external this afternoon. And then we'll just begin to move our awareness to the connection points underneath us. So noticing that little tiny space between you and your block or the pillow, the mat or the ground. Maybe it's the chair. So bringing your awareness and noticing those little spaces in between that connection. And just allow yourself to drop into those spaces a little more. So creating this grounding or heaviness down through the base of your body. Maybe it's just a noticing of the heaviness. Bringing thought processes internally. Noticing those spaces, noticing your body in space. And then the awareness comes back to the breath. So we'll make a little change to the breath. You can bring your hands to the belly if you like. And as you breathe, if it's clear through your nose, your nasal passage, take a deep breath in through your nose and expand the belly where the hands are. So big breath in through your nose. Breathe into your hands that are on your belly, expanding that space. Deep breath in. And then take the full breath out. So if your mind's a little bit racy, breathing in for maybe counting for 4 counts. And then also breathing out for 4 counts, just for now. And just take the counts pretty slow. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we'll change the count. So if you can breathe in for 4 counts and then breathe out for a little bit longer, 6 counts. And just count that to yourself in your mind. Breathing in rhythmically, evenly, and then breathing out for that little bit longer. Do 2 more rounds of those breaths. And just notice how these breaths sort of play out in your physical body. So as you exhale a little bit longer, it allows us to calm through our nervous system. So notice that happen. Doesn't take too long, just a couple of breaths. And let yourself, as you exhale these last couple of times, to drop a little heavier and deeper into your seat. And let yourself be really supported against the ground, chair, wherever you are. Just come back to your normal, subtle breath without having to think about it too much. Just keep it nice and kind and calm. Breathing in evenly with your breathing out. We can take the hands now and just place them next to you to remove anything that's underneath you. And we'll begin to move our bodies with our breath. So take an inhale and reach up towards the sky. On your exhale, bring your right hand back down, lift up through your left and come across to that right side. Keep both of your sit bones down on the ground. Inhale, come all the way up, stretch up on your way, long spine, long body. Exhale, come back down to the other side. Do one more each side, inhaling, lifting really gently. So try not to force anything. Just work with your body. Be kind with your body and your mind. Inhale, come up, and exhale, lower down. Good. Take the inhale to come up, and exhale, bring your hands back to your knees. Inhale, lift your chest forward and look up. And then exhale, just roll back as far as you can here with that holding onto the knees, rounding through your back, tucking your chin to your chest. Do that a few more times. Inhale, lifting up, opening across the chest and shoulders, and exhale, rolling back. And see if you can come into a really smooth, long breath with each of these as you come up and as you roll back. Good. We'll do one more round here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Then slowly just come back to center. And what we're going to start to do here is just roll your body around in a circle. So you're rolling all the way around in the biggest circle that you can make without having to force it too much. So we start to move through our spine, maybe the joints around the hips a little more, and shoulders, elbows, and wrists. We're just moving gently through this. And if it's causing you any pain, just don't go as wide with your circle, and maybe go back to the forward and back movements if it's causing you any pain. Let's change direction now. We're moving all the way around in that circle. So not only are we opening up this space in the lower vertebra, we're also massaging down through the midsection of your body too, through the organs within that space, especially the ones in particular that we use for digestion. So getting some blood circulating around there. And we'll make this our last one. Then come back to your seat, back to the center. Take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you. Push down through the left hand to come really tall, and then take a twist. So this one a little bit more targeted. And stay here for a couple of breaths. Again, not forcing, just moving with your body, giving it what it needs today. And then we'll slowly come back through center and we'll do the other side. So press down with right hand behind you. Grab a hold of the knee with the left hand. And then we come into a really tall twist. And just those couple of breaths here. Coming back to center now, bring your fingertips in front of you. And if you can, work your way forward with your hands, just coming into a fold. And you can do this seated in a chair as well, just allowing yourself to fold forward. Tuck your chin and your head and your shoulders. Let everything relax. Just allow it all to fall down here. Then slowly make your way up. Take your time as you come up. We're going to come over onto hands and knees. Remembering if you need that little bit of extra support, just place something underneath your knees, pillows or a folded up blanket. We're going to take our knees wide and our toes together, sit back on your heels and then stretch your arms forward. If you can, rest your head on the ground. If your head doesn't reach the ground, pop a pillow underneath. If you're in your chair, the same thing here. Grab a hold of the chair, sit your bottom back. You might need to stand up out of your chair, or you can do this on your desk. Just stretching out your body here. Then let's take an inhale to come all the way back up onto hands and knees. And then on our exhale, curl your toes behind you and lift your bottom up into down dog. So remembering here, wide feet, wide hands, especially if you're new to yoga, and try and bring your weight out of your wrists and really try and lift the sit bones up towards the corner of the room. Remembering if this is too strong for you, hands and knees or child's pose. Now we're not going to stay for too much longer, just a little bit of bending through knees, stretching out through the back of your body here. Then take an inhale to straighten your body. Exhale to bring your knees back down and to sit back in child's pose. And do that really slowly. So use your breath. Inhale, come up onto hands and knees. Exhale to down dog. Inhale to straighten your body. Exhale to lower yourself back into child's pose. You can move in your own time here. So essentially it's just coming up towards the sky and then lowering yourself back down, grounding towards your mat. Good, keep going. If you are on a chair, you find that too much on the floor, you're just standing up tall and then coming back, stretching out through your spine. So standing up tall and coming back, stretching out. Good, do one more. And then we'll make our way into our downward facing dog, everybody. So next time you're in down dog, just stay in your down dog. And then we'll walk the feet towards the hands, towards the front of your mat, taking your time. Just come into halfway with hands on shins or knees, lifting up, straight back. And then exhale, fold forward and spend a moment here, just decompressing the spine. Grab the elbows or the ankles, just letting your body fall down towards your legs. Keep a knee bend here if you need to. Good, that looks really good. All right, let's rise to stand. Coming all the way up. Lift your arms to the sky. And then bring the hands back down to center of chest. Pop your thumbs in towards your sternum. Drop your eye gaze down. Now just make sure you're standing in the middle of your mat for this one. So find yourself in the middle of your mat or your towel. I'm going to start a little standing flow. Take a couple of goes to get it right. It doesn't have to be perfect, remember. So I'm going to give you a little demo and you can follow me slowly. All we're going to do is on our inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge and lift your arms to the sky. On your exhale, pick the back leg up and draw it up towards your belly. Then on your inhale, step that right foot forward and we bring in this sort of Tai Chi movement where we punch our left fist forward and draw your right fist back. And then we come back into our center position. And then we'll do the other side. So inhale, left leg goes back, come into a lunge as low or as high as you like. Exhale, bring hands in as you lift your left knee to your belly. Inhale, step forward with that leg and push right hand forward, left hand back, and then come back into your start position. And you can just start to flow with this one when you're ready. So inhale, just swapping legs each time. Right leg goes back. Try and fill up your body glove, your whole body here. When you're ready, come through, lifting knee. And then stepping forward with that punch, opposite hand to front knee. And then come back to start position. Good, go left side. Just start going in your own time now, focusing on your breath and filling up your body. So your concentration here is on your breath. Don't try and get it perfect or right. Just start to move in a way that feels really good. So really stretching your body into all of these shapes and bringing your focus into your breath. And it doesn't have to be vigorous. It's more about filling up your body with breath and energy. Could do one more on the right, one more on the left. And then come back to center. We're going to step our feet to the top of our mat. Just bring your awareness into your body for a moment now. Notice the change. Pressing your feet into the ground and think about this evenness here from front to back, side to side. So really finding that evenness. On your inhale, lift your arms to the sky. On your exhale, bring your hands down to prayer again and bend into your knees. So it's like you're trying to reach a chair behind you. So sitting back here. Good. Take an inhale to stretch your spine. And on your exhale, turn your body to the left side and hook your right elbow to the outside of that left knee. So you might need to bend your bottom down a little bit further here. Good. As we come into this one, push your hands together and try and draw them back into the center without forcing it. Just breathe. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't get back to the center. Just do what you can. On your inhale, come back to center. And on your exhale, turn to the other side. Hook your elbow on, press your hands together, take the twist. Open up the space. Might be a bit challenging, that's okay. This time on your inhale, come all the way to stand. And on your exhale, fold forward all the way over. Inhale, come into halfway lift and stay. Bring your hands just above your knees or on your shins. Try and get into a flat back position here. Press your hands into your legs to engage the muscles at the base of the shoulders and around the sides of your body. Hold your body still as you inhale, open your arms. As you exhale, hug your body. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, hug. Good, keep that going. So here we're breathing. We're not moving our body. We're only moving our arms. So body stays really still. Good, and you can start to bring in that awareness and engagement through your deep core and your pelvic floor here. So think about that. Just a couple more. You can swap your arms each time. Last one. Good, inhale, then exhale, fold forward, everybody. Good job. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step into down dog. And take an inhale into your straight body plank. Exhale, knees to the ground, toes together, child's pose. Lots of length. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale to child's pose. Take it slow. Do two more of those. Inhale as you're coming up. Exhale as you lower down. Just going with your own breath, your own timing here. Let's all meet in our down dog now. Take an inhale. On your exhale, step your right foot all the way through to your hands. So in this position, long spine again. Now, if it's too much here with back leg lifted, bring it to the ground for support. See if you can lift from your hamstring of the back leg and push your back heel away as much as you can here. On your next inhale, lift your right arm all the way up and twist towards that front leg. Lift yourself up out of your shoulders here. Good, breathe. Remembering if it gets too tough, knee on the ground. Take an inhale to open. Exhale, bring your arm forward and turn your body so it faces the ground. Inhale, open back up to the twist. Turn your chest. And exhale, bring the arm forward. Good, let's do one more of those. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring arm forward. Place it back down on the ground and hop back into downward facing dog. You might need to take a couple of steps to get there. Take your inhale to plank, your exhale to child's pose. Inhale, come all the way up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. On your exhale, step your left foot through to your hands. And just lengthen that back leg if that works, or pop the knee on the ground. Come up onto your fingers to get a nice long spine. Push through your back heel. Inhale, lift up your left arm this time, coming into twist. Keep drawing that left knee in. Keep drawing the right shoulder towards your left knee. So you're not coming into too much of an extension of the spine here. Draw that shoulder into knee. Take an inhale, open up. Exhale, bring the arm forward. Body faces the ground. Do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow with the movement. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take the inhale. This time on your exhale, place your hand on the ground. Step back into down dog. Come into plank when you're ready and lower yourself into child's pose. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to hands and knees again. And this time, just lower yourself all the way to the ground. So belly on the ground, hands are underneath shoulders. Look down at the ground. Push your feet into the ground as you lift your chest away. Inhale, exhale, come back down. Do that a few more times. And if you want to here, you can lift your hands off the ground, but keep pushing the feet in. Keep making sure the glutes are engaged here. Bottom muscles are working really well for you here. So make sure they're doing their job to support you. We're not crunching into the lower back. We're looking down, squeeze shoulder blades in and down. So everything is working behind you. Keep the chin tucked in, back of the neck long. Do one more. And then press back up onto your hands and knees. And just take some movement here. Maybe into cat stretch or a little bit of movement through your body after that one. And then all we're going to do here is pick up our left hand, slide it underneath your right arm and lay your head down on the ground, either on the ground or on a pillow or a block. So you've come into a little twist here. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, do the other side. So slide your right hand underneath your chest, lay your head down on the ground. You can press your hand in to open up a little more space if that works for you. And let's slowly come back up. Take a seat on your bottom. And let's just send the legs long for a moment. And take an inhale to stretch to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands forward and just place them anywhere on the leg. Or maybe you can grab the toes, just see what works. Take an inhale to stretch and lengthen spine, keep the grip, and then exhale, come forward. You can bend your knees if this is too excruciating for you. So just allow yourself to fall in. And slowly bring yourself back up to a seated position. Pick up your right leg, cross your right ankle just above your left knee. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you're just going to bring your knee up with your foot flat on the ground. And then you can turn towards that knee. If you're able to get that cross-legged position, just keep it there, hands behind you for a moment, slide back and bring that left foot onto the floor. Use your hands, maybe even coming up onto the fingers to lean chest forward. So do whichever one works for you. Remembering if you're in a chair, you can do all of these things the same way. If you can't get into the positions, just close your eyes and you can imagine doing them. See if you can begin to come back to noticing your breath, everybody. All right, let's release this one and do the other side, either crossing over or bending knee up and turning towards that knee. Let's see what works best for you. Sitting back, hands behind you, pressing up. Maybe try flexing foot, see if that works for you. And just coming back to breath now. Maybe even softening the eyes a little. And let's slowly release. Now everybody, you can lay down on your back now. So final resting pose of Shavasana. If laying down on your back is not comfortable, of course stay in a seated position. If you've got something warm to place over you, please do so, or maybe a pillow to rest your head. Just something to make you feel really comfortable. As you come back into your lying position, if you can, close your eyes. If not, just soften the eye gaze. Just begin to come back to noticing all the sensations around your body again. Maybe you can notice a difference now than from the start of practice when we were doing the same. Allow your body to completely rest now. All muscles in the body let go. We allow space to open between the joints of the body, even opening the jaw and dropping the tongue down from the top of the mouth. Just allowing this sensation of rest to float over you. The body goes to sleep. The mind goes to sleep. We allow our consciousness still to be awake. Just let your breath naturally come and go as it does. Notice if you're holding any tension in your belly, press your belly out. Release that tension. Allow the softness now. Come into your body and your mind. Everything settling, softening. And begin to start to deepen your breath. Now, of course, if you'd like to stay here longer, please stay here longer. Give yourself this time to rest and digest. If you're ready to start to come back, a little bit of movement through fingers and toes. Don't move too quickly. Nice and slowly. Draw your knees in and roll over to a little ball. Right or left side, doesn't matter, whichever side feels comfy. As we curl up into a little ball today, just noticing what comes back into the mind as we begin to wind down the practice, to finish the practice. Notice what's popping in and allowing yourself to really be an observer of those thoughts. You always have the opportunity to either build new neural pathways of thought, or if it doesn't serve us well, we can release. We have that choice, that ability. And using your arms to slowly make your way up to a seated position when you're ready. If you want to stay lying down, you're more than welcome. Bring your hands somewhere on your legs, together in prayer, or maybe on your heart. Just see what resonates with you best. My gaze is still on the ground or eyes are closed. Let's breathe together. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth with a sigh. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Whatever's sitting between your shoulder blades, sigh it out. Take 1 more of those. Deep breath in. Whatever's sitting on your shoulders, your head and your neck, let it go. May we be loving awareness. May we be kind. May we be safe. May we be free and at peace. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thanks for coming today. Really appreciate you making the time to come.
Thanks, Kelly.
I believe it's going to continue, so that's pretty exciting. So a few little changes, not too much though. So check the timetable. I think there'll be an email that will come round. So please block it out in your calendar so you get to come. And I'll see you all really soon. Take care of yourselves.